closer, child. Let me tell you a story of a warrior that brought this once apocalyptic world whole again. In a world where our artificial intelligence and humans lived as one. You see, artificial intelligence, called bots, had the capability to feel pain, fear, compassion, and to love. But as in every generation, there were humans that did not agree that bots and humans should coexist. They believed they did not have the same rights as their fellow humans. The king and queen of the land were slain, and their only daughter, Zingora, young and fragile, beaten and tormented before she was thrown in the scraps of torn apart bots. They say she rose from the corroded rust and scraps of unwanted pots and gears. But that wasn't the case, child. Thought to be dead, Zingora survived. She was rescued with the help of refugee humans and bots. The only way to save her was to combine her flesh with machine. As she grew, as did her parts, she was known as the first Giron, half human, half machine, steam flowing through her veins, gears turning, and her heart still beating, and swore revengeance for her slain parents and the innocent human and bots.
First, I'm going to start off with a clean face. Taking my Vichy Mineral 89, I'm going to combine the liquid makeup remover along with the makeup removing wipes. Next, taking the Volcano water spray, I'm going to douse my face and body. And then taking the Vichy Mineral Face Serum, I'm also going to lay that down. Taking the first base primer spray, I'm going to cover my entire body. I went ahead and blocked out my eyebrows. Taking the Pro Foundation Mixer in white, I'm going to lay that over my brows. Taking my Mia 2 Clarisonic, I'm going to start blending out the Total Control Drop Foundation in soft beige. Next, taking the NYX Primal Colors in black, I'm going to carve out a new clavicle and neck. And using the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette in warm neutrals, I'm going to blend out that deep black so it's not so hard. Going back in with the NYX Primal Color in black, I'm going to deepen out the more sunken in areas. With the same Total Control Drop Foundation, I'm going to start making some highlights. Taking the Total Control Drop Foundation once again, I'm going to cover my face in that same soft beige. Going back in with the Ultimate Shadow Warm Neutrals, as well as the NYX Primal Color in black, I'm going to create a more sunken in ribcage. Using a variety of That's the Point black liners, as well as the matte liquid liner in black, SFX cream colors in silver and gold, as well as the bronze color in the Vivid Brights, I'm going to draw out my mechanical leg. Next, I went ahead and attached my chest pieces with Prozade. Then, using more of That's the Point liners in black, as well as the SFX cream color in silver, blue, and red, I went ahead and started on my torn mechanical arm. Using some liquid latex, I'm going to lay that across the seam of my bald cap so the transition from my bald cap to my skin looks seamless. Next, using a two-part mixture of part A and B silicone, I'm going to lay that alongside my mohawk gear. This is going to help me look like it's actually coming from my scalp. Using that same part A, part B silicone mix, I'm going to create a scar over top of my eye. And then taking that same foundation to match up with my skin tone. First, I went ahead and popped in my contacts. I'm going to bring that down the bridge of my nose and underneath my nose, as well as bring that down my cupid bow and chin. Going in with the glazed and confused in black, I'm going to deepen out my eye sockets. And then I'm just going to add some detail and gear as well as paint on the inside of that ripped away skin. Going back in with the glazed and confused in black, I'm going to give myself more of a tribal warrior apocalyptic look. I'm going in with my favorite technique, using a toothbrush and the splatter effect, as well as giving myself more markings. Taking one of my NYX boxes, I'm going to cut up and trace my headpiece gear. I'm going to cut that out and retrace it and make an exact duplicate of that and cut that out as well and glue those two pieces together. Taking some liquid latex, I'm going to cover the entire headpiece front and back to make it easier for me to paint it later on. Next, taking some of the NYX shimmer eyeshadow, I'm going to dust over the entire headpiece, and taking some of my Vivid Brights color, I'm going to further the detail of my headpiece. First, I took a regular tiki torch, $2. I'm going to do the same exact steps as I did with my headpiece. I made a slit within the cardboard piece of my staff sword so I can slide that within the opening of the tiki torch. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Again, using the Vivid Brights, I'm going to go ahead and further that detail of the rust. And then customizing my staff with some spray paint. Taking some fake hair, I'm going to glue that top piece together so it comes to a fine point. And then I'm going to go ahead and braid 6 pieces. And just adding on a little bit of extra added detail, throwing on a gear piece at the end of the hair. Taking some air dry clay, I painted it black and shaped it to my chest size. Using the Perfect Filter palette in Olive View, I went ahead and gave a little shine to those chest pieces. And this is the end result. Taking some little bits and pieces of gadgets, I'm going to fill in those crevices that I had created. Taking some $3 thrift store shoes, I went ahead and I scuffed them up with any kind of object that I could find. And using my Glazed and Confused and Vivid Brights colors, I'm going to go ahead and muddy those up. And then add a few extra details with some spikes and metal. And then going ahead with some NYX Gold eyeshadow and liquid gold, I'm going to dust that along the seams. First, get some amazing remelt in this jelly form. I'm going to take some of the gears that I have and place them in a container, melt down my amazing remelt, and wait till that hardens. This only took about 30 minutes when I placed it in the fridge. Once that cools down, I'm going to go ahead and pop those gears out. And then I have my cast. Taking some liquid latex, I'm going to fill this in. Powder it down with some FX powder. And slowly peeling back, I'm going to use more of the SFX powder to loosen up that grip on my mold. Taking some plain white construction paper, I'm going to go ahead and make a new book cover. Using a variety of NYX eyeshadows as well as a Glazed and Confused eye gloss, I went ahead and muddied up those outside pages. Next, cutting apart my latex gear pieces, I'm going to hot glue those down. Then I'm going to cover my book in liquid latex, and once that dries, I'm going to go over with more of the Perfect Filter eyeshadows. And next, using black acrylic paint, I'm going to deepen out those sunken parts. Taking more of those little gear pieces and gadgets, I'm going to glue those around the book for more added detail. Next, taking some fake leather fabric, I'm going to create a new binding as well as strap pieces. And using the glazed and confused, I'm going to muddy those up as well. I went ahead and printed out some old style looking pages that I had customized myself with a little bit of detail with some gears on it, and I'm going to insert them on the inside of my book. So there you have it, my Legend of Zincora Face Awards Top 20 Machinist look. I had a blast creating this look and backstory, and I hope you all enjoyed it as well. As always, and of course guys, as always, stay creative, be unique, be weird, and be you.